Hey folks, welcome back to another review with yours truly, Sam Healey. Today we're taking a look at this little guy right here, PaiMiAhhh. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know for sure. It does have a Halloween theme, so I think the is supposed to be like a scream or something like that. But it's not really a scary theme. It's just kind of a campy, cartoony Halloween theme. So it's, you know, kind of cute actually, maybe. I don't know. It's a trick-taking game. So let's get down to the table and I'll show you how it works. So here I have a game of PaiMiAhhh set up for you, a 4-player game. And like I said before, it is a trick-taking game. Now what that means is that one person will be the lead player. They will play a card from their hand. You will have to follow suit. If you cannot, you can slough off or play a trump card, depending on whether or not you really want to win that trick or not. Now, there are a couple of differences between this game and other trick-taking games you may have played, but there are also a lot of similarities. Now, the deck is comprised of 5 different suits of colors, and those colors have cards that are numbered 0 to 8. Then you also add in 2 special cards and a starter card for each time you play. So you'll have a hand of 48 cards, or a deck of 48 cards. Each person will get 12 of those, so there will be 12 tricks taken in each round. Before the round begins, however, and after cards are dealt to the players, you're going to, of course, look at your hand, and you're going to bid on how many tricks you think you and your partner are going to be able to win in the round. Partners sit across from each other, like so, and they use this marker here to go on this bidding grid here. Basically, if I were to put the marker here, it means that tricks are going to be worth 2 points. So however many tricks you win, each trick is going to be worth 2 points. And you're saying that the team is going to, your team is going to get at least 8 tricks that round. It also is the trump color that is going to dominate that round as well. So starting with the person who got dealt first, they are going to choose, okay, I'm going to choose red, that. And then the next person can either pass or raise the bid. This marker can never go backwards. It always must go forwards. So if I wanted to say, well, I want gray to be trump, I could not go back to this one. I would have to go up to this one. All right, so as long as people continue to bid, this continues to go. At such a time when 3 people have passed, the last person to make a bid becomes what is called the declarer. So the declarer means that they're going to, they want gray to be trump, and they're going to win at least 9 out of the 12 tricks of the hand, and every trick that is won is worth 3 points. If the team does not meet their contract obligation of at least 9 tricks, then they don't get any trick points at all. There are other ways to get points, and we'll go over that in just a few seconds. Now, play begins with whoever has the starter card in their hand. So the starter card is played first off, and then the next person is actually the person who is going to choose which color is going to be led. Since we know that gray is trump, you probably don't want to lead with that, especially if you don't have too much out there. So we're going to keep those in the back a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and lead with green. So then the person who follows has to follow suit if they can. Now they know they're not going to beat that 6, so they'll go ahead and choose a 0 to play. And then the last person here looks at their cards and says, okay, I can win it, so I'm going to, because that is going to be worth 3 points. So that is the first trick that is won. They take that, so they would take this and put it down. That is now a trick for the end of the round. Then they become the lead player, and they're simply trying to, again, get the most points or meet their total here of tricks that they need to win. So again, here's trump, not looking too strong in that, so we want to go off somewhere else. So we're going to go ahead and play the 8 in blue. We go around to the next person. Now, this trump card here, it's a special card, and it basically is a card that is always trump, but it is the lowest trump card, so it's even lower than 0 in the trump color. All right, we have an 8 blue lead, so we need to look. We're not going to win, so we're probably just going to throw off the best or the lowest card that we have there. We come here, again, same thing. My partner is winning that, so I will play this. And then we come over here, and they only have 1 blue card, so they're going to go ahead and play that as well. This is another trick that is won because this player played the highest color. And then let's go ahead and see if we can continue that. So we'll go here. Blue, not going to win. So we go there. Again, my partner's winning it. So we'll go there. And over here, we don't have any blue. Now at this point, I have a choice that I can make. I can slough off by playing trump or another color. So I think I want to save my trump. So I'm going to go ahead and play an off color suit. Probably one of the lower ones. So this is it. And I sloughed off a color, which basically is telling everybody else that I don't have any more blue. But whenever you slough off whatever was lead, you can take one of these chips and they're worth points at the end of this round. So this is 1 point for my team at the end of the round there. So as the round played out, you'll see here that the bidding team, which was this team here, said that they were going to win at least 9 tricks. Well, they won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is short of their 9, so they don't get any points for any of these tricks that they took. The only points that they will get are the slough-off points that they received here. So they will be scoring 11 points for the round, even though they didn't make their contract. The other team, however, will be able to score 3 points for every trick they took. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 15 points from tricks. 20, 28, 30, 32, 33, 34. So the score after the first round would be 11 to 34. And then you would put all of the tokens back here on the thing, deal out all the cards, and start a new round. The game is over once, according to the rules, some team reaches 150 points, but you can change that to fit whatever time constraints that you might have, or maybe you just don't want to play to 150 points. Maybe you want to go to 100 or 75 or whatever you'd like to do there would be fine. But that's generally how it plays. It's a really basic trick-taking game. Now, some of the other cards that you didn't see in the playthrough explanation are cards like the Honor card here. Honor basically simply means that when you are comparing the card values during the playing cards phase, this card is always beats other cards. So it's kind of like a Rook card from the game Rook. Then there is also a bonus card. The bonus card, anyone who wins the trick that the bonus card is in also gets an extra 4-point point tile there at the end of the round. Then you also have this card here. It represents another color. So whenever this card is sloughed off during the course of a turn, you can choose any of the bottom rows. So for example, he could have taken the 6 here to be worth 6 points at the end. Then there's also the reverse special card. So basically starting with the next turn, you would be playing the cards counterclockwise for the rest of the round. The Joker is regarded as a number card. The owner of the Joker sets the value 0 to 8 and the color of the Joker when you play it. And you also gain a scoring tile when sloughing it. So you can choose if you want it to be Trump and an 8 of Trump or whatever you want it to be. You can do that, or you can, if you see that one of these colors has a really high point tile that can be taken, you would choose that. Then you also have the Porter. You would basically name the color from the matrix and then move the bottom 2 scoring tiles of that color to the bottom of another color column. So if you see something like this going on, you could take these 2 bottom things here. You could take these 2 bottom ones like this and place it like that so that nobody can get this. They would have to go through the 1 and the 2 before they get to it. So that's a pretty cool thing. And then there's finally the Crusher. You would basically remove all the scoring tiles from the entire column of a color. Afterwards, when a player sloughs a number card with that color, take the bottom scoring tile of any other color instead. So the Crusher will crush an entire column of these scoring tiles and remove them from the round. So these kind of change up how the game plays a little bit. You only use 2 of them every game, so there is some replayability there. Let's get to my final thoughts. So that was PaiMiAhhh, a trick-taking card game. And really, this is a, a tried and true, just regular plain Jane trick-taking game with a little bit of a strange bidding system where you're using the bid on the grid that's on the table. So, but I mean, what you're actually bidding and the thought process behind how you bid doesn't change. It's just that it's kind of materialized on the table where you can see visually each bid as it's being made. The points for the tricks, that's a neat addition, where as you bid higher, the number of points that you're going to be giving the offsetting team possibly goes up. So you really have to be kind of careful with how you choose to upbid, making sure that you really can fulfill your contract of the minimum number of bids you need to win so that the other team doesn't really run away with the points, because that's what really can happen if you miss your bid. But even that is kind of similar to many other trick-taking games out there. If the setting team is able to keep the declaring team from getting their contract, then they're going to score a lot of points, and the declaring team won't score hardly any points at all, sometimes negative points depending on the game you're talking about. So that's interesting. I like the fact that they have a trick-taking game that they changed slightly. I like the fact that they added points for sloughing, because sloughing just felt so, I don't know, useless. You just felt if you had to slough off, you felt useless. I know that you can, that's a way for you to get rid of your offsuit and all that kind of stuff, but for me, sloughing always just kind of felt very, oh well, I couldn't do anything else cool, I'll just do this. So I guess basically what I'm trying to say with PaiMiAhhh is that I don't think it's going to make a huge splash in the industry. However, if you have some people that you would like to introduce to trick-taking games, this might be a pretty good one to go with, especially with the campy, cartoony artwork, and it's very low-key and it's pleasant to look at. It has good aesthetics. So I mean, it's just a trick-taking game. Nothing really grabbed me as being really cool, except for that whole thing of getting points for sloughing off. That was a pretty interesting thing, and I did enjoy the getting points per tricks. I thought that was an interesting mechanic as well. So neither here nor there for me, but I think there is a place for this game in the hobby, even though the genre is pretty crowded. A lot of new trick-taking games are coming out, it seems. So give it a try. I always say that, try before you buy, but that's PaiMiAhhh. See you on the flip side.